Okay, so hi and welcome to this video. Today what we're going to be doing is um, adding a user, adding the option for a person to upload a profile photo to the social network, and we'll be fixing or finishing the posts thing because this doesn't work properly currently. So we've got a lot to do, so I won't be able to explain it all as thoroughly as normal, but we'll still get it done properly. Okay, so as you can see, first I've created a photo and it's just a person's head and a body, and it's in my image folder and it's called default pic. So don't worry if you don't have it. Well, obviously you won't have this, but it'll be in the source code in the description, so you can just download it from there. Okay, so what this default pic is it's the default picture that's going to show up here, and it is, I think, 200 wide and 250 high, which is the dimensions of this. So let's go into account settings page, scroll down, and then I'm going to create another HR tag. Just make sure we go back to it. So now we have two HR tags, and in between them I'm gonna, sorry, messing up the buttons today, not been able to type very well. Okay, so what I'm going to write here is upload your profile photo. So we're just creating a form, except it's slightly different to usual. So the action is still account setting. Oh wait. Okay, I'm sorry, I just remembered. There isn't actually an action to this form. The method for the form is still post, because we're sending data away. And finally we put enc type enc and then we say multi-part data, I think. No, it's multi-part form data. Okay. What is wrong with me today? Okay. So the next thing we add is an input type of file. And the name is important, but once, as usual, you can call it whatever you like. So I'll call it profile pic. And that's it for the input field. Okay, and the next thing we have to do is just oh, we're just gonna add another input, and this one is a button, so submit. Its name, it doesn't really matter, but it sort of does. And the value doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have a form on our account settings page. Upload your profile photo. So just to make it look a bit nicer, I'm going to add well, for not at the moment it's the default image before anyone uploads a profile photo, but we'll change it so it shows whatever it just so it shows the person's profile photo once they've uploaded it, or just shows the default one like it does now. So that's just the default photo. We can go into profile and we can just add the default photo here. So I'm going to profile now, and that's what it looks like by default. Okay, and as you can see, if I just try to upload a photo, it won't do anything now because we haven't told it to. So what we're going to do, it's profile. We're going to go under here where it says do nothing from the last thing we did on this page. I'm just going to write yeah. Okay, so first thing we're going to say is if is set. So like if someone's actually tried to upload a photo, we say if so if set files, and this is where I meant the name is important, because as you can see I called that profile pic, and that's profile pic. You have to match, and we'll be doing that a lot for this, so it is important that you pick a name you're going to remember. So then we do another if statement, and we say if is set files once again. Whoops, my mistake, it's not actually if is set files. So it's not, but it is another if statement, and what we're going to say is files, the square brackets, and in here we're just going to say profile pic, and then we open more square brackets, and then we say type or no, just take two equals, and then image slash JPEG. So this is just a bit of security to check whether it actually so we can allow or disallow different types of files, and in case we get that error we normally get, just put an @ sign there. So now it checks for if it's a JPEG, and we also wanted to check we wanted to check for PNGs and .gif or GIF. So what I'm going to do is, whoops. So what I'm going to say is or, which is in PHP it's these two vertical lines. Then I can just say again @ symbol $_ files profile and two more square brackets, and then type equals image slash PNG, and then we can say once more for the .gif files. Just copy this one actually. Change that to .gif. Okay, and then we can say oops, I almost forgot. We're gonna need two more open parentheses or whatever here, and then we can say here and oops, we can say and two more parentheses at files, and this time we're gonna still write profile pic in here, but here we're going to write size, and then we say is less than 1048 576, which equals 1 megabyte. So that's 1048 576 is 1 megabyte in bytes. Okay, so next what we're gonna oh whoops, that's I almost forgot. We need to put those parentheses in. Let me just check. Yeah, that looks alright. So let's just oh wait, we almost forgot. We need to open these parentheses or curly brackets. We need to have conditions or else we're gonna get an error. So it doesn't look like we've got, well, the error won't show up yet if we get one. Okay, we've got no errors, that's good. Okay, so in here what we're gonna say is, well actually first let's go out of here. Let's go into, or let's create a new folder. And this folder is going to be called user data. And inside here we're going to create one more new folder. And it's going to be called profile pics. And this is the folder where all the profile images for the users will be stored. But to make it harder for people just to to make it harder for people to just go to the links directly and like see everyone's profile pictures in that folder, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it create a random folder. Well, every time someone uploads a photo, it's gonna create a folder with a random 15 character name, and in that folder is gonna have their profile image. So it just makes it harder for people to steal other people's images. Okay, so create a variable called chars, and we're just gonna put the whole alphabet in here. So there's the alphabet, and now we put the uppercase one in. Okay, and we'll just put some numbers in. So we could say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's all the characters or folder names could possibly be called. And I'm going to create another variable called rand. Rand dir name for rand directory name. And what this is going to say is str shuffle. And then we say chars, which is just going to rearrange all these characters. So what we do again is we say sub str for substring, and we could say 0 to 15. So it'll random, this will pick the first 15 characters of this string, of the string in the variable chars. So now we actually need to make it random, so we just say, never mind, just ignore that. I just remembered the str shuffle is what makes it random. So without the str shuffle, it wouldn't be random, it would just be displaying the first 15 characters of this string. So we can just say make dir for make directory, and we just say the directory is going to be called user data / profile pics, which is why we needed to create these two folders. And we just say rand dir name. Okay, so if I upload this, hopefully, okay, where's the error coming from? 105. Okay, that's what it is. I just left the comma out. No. Yeah, I did. So I just left the comma out after this first condition or part of it. Okay, or parameter even. So if I upload a photo, hopefully this, yes. So now we have a folder that's got a randomly generated name inside the folder user data profile pics, and it's got a randomly generated name that's 15 characters long. And this is where eventually we will upload the profile image. Okay. So under here we can just do some error checking. So we could say file exists. Then we could well, we also have to specify where the file we're checking exists is actually located. Profile pic slash rand name / and now we just append the file name. Whoops. And don't forget, this @ sign isn't required, it's just because I seem to get errors when I don't use it. And as you can see, we have all these big long sort of strings that we keep, or whatever. We have these big long lines of code that we could basically place into variables. Well, you can do that, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. So once again, we put the parameter profile pic, and then we open more square brackets, and then we use the parameter name, so it'll get the name of the image. And then we just say what we want it to say. So we could just echo, don't forget the @ sign. Profile pic. Okay, so profile pic name dot was it that these two. We shouldn't get this error, but if we do, that's what we will be given. That's what it'll say. And just in case you don't know, the dot and then just a quick thing to help. So in an echo statement, normally you do that, and then you just put what you want to say in here. But you can also append two things together, which is what we're doing here. So it means like add them together. So that's the first part of the echo statement, and this is the second part. So as you probably already saw, there's to append something in an echo statement, there's a dot. You just put a dot, and then either two double quotes or just two single quotes. So that's why the dot's there. Okay, so now we say else, and then we continue on with actually uploading the, well, I probably didn't explain this very well, but when we actually upload default pic, it actually is uploaded. It's uploading to the website, but we just can't see it because it's in a temporary directory. So we actually do have all these files uploaded, where each time I upload the picture it does work, but we can't see it until we move it out of its temporary directory into the folder we want. So we're going to move it now, but when you hear me saying move, or when we upload a file in, when you see me say, or hear me saying, we're going to upload the file into one of these folders, we aren't actually uploading it straight into one of these folders. We upload it into a temporary directory, and from the temporary directory move them to these randomly named folders, and that's how it actually works. So we say @ sign, and once again we give the profile pic parameter, and we say tmp underscore name, which is the temporary name that PHP gives it whenever it uploads it to the website. And then we say comma, and this is the folder we want to move it into. So we say profile pics user data forward slash profile, or we just say user data forward slash profile pics forward slash rand underscore their name, and once again we just append the name of the file. Oh, we also need a forward slash, so it goes in the directory. So we just append, once again, profile pic, and we just give it name, because we're not renaming it, we're just letting it keep the name it actually had. Okay, so we could now just echo uploaded and stored in, just append name. Okay, so that should now echo what the directory of the image whenever we upload it. So I'll just upload a different one this time. This time it's a PNG, so we can see that it, oh, okay, what's this? Okay, so it says we have an undefined function. Oh, it's because I spelled it wrong. It's move uploaded file. ed, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, I just mistyped it. So this time we're uploading a PNG. Uploaded and stored in. Right, let me just see. That should still have actually uploaded it. I just didn't give it the right directory. So yes, it did upload it and store it in here. So we can okay, so here we can just say user data forward slash profile pics forward slash, and then now, oh wait, rand their name forward slash. So now if we upload it again, it will it'll give us the exact directory that it's stored in, and this time it's a JPEG we're uploading. Okay, so uploaded and stored in slash user data slash profile pics, our big long randomly generated string, and then slash default pic. So if I go to that now, we have the picture. So it is uploaded and it has been moved to the correct directory. So the next thing we need to do is actually, I should have told you this first. So in our users table, we need to add a new row called profile pic, and I'm not going to show you because it's simple. It's just a new row. Mine is just of type text, and there's no limit on it because you don't know how long someone's name of their image is going to be. So I just give it of type text. So now just create that row and you're ready to move on. So now we know that's been uploaded, we can just remove that because we know it works. And here we need to create a MySQL query, which is just going to update that new row we just created. So what I'm going to call this query is profile pic query. Oops, MySQL query. So this is just simple. It just says update users set profile pic, which is the row. Users is the table, as I've mentioned a load of times, and profile pic is the row you just created in your database. And we need to set profile pic equal to, and what the profile pic's gonna equal is the random directory we just created forward slash create a variable called profile pic name, and I will create that variable in a second, where username equals, that's just user. User is the variable session, is the, I'll just get this. Okay, so user is this variable here, session user login, which is just the username of when I was logged in. So we create a new variable called, I think, profile pic name, which equals, well, you can probably work this out. Profile pic name, which is just the name we took from the image. Okay, so now if we, and we can also just say, that should work now, but before we do that, we can just say header location, and we can just say account settings.php, so that the person will see their profile pic change. Well, they won't currently because we haven't told it to yet, but they will. So this time I will upload the logo for Find Friends, load it, go back to the folders. We have a new folder, and it's the logo for Find Friends. And if we go to our database, we refresh the page, if it would load, come on. Okay, so now that image we just uploaded. Okay, so it's worked. So we do have that in the database now, which is good because that means now that the person's profile photo is actually uploaded and it's associated with their account. So the next thing we need to do is actually show it, which is a lot easier. So let's go way up to the top, well, the top of the profile image upload script, and we'll create another query. I could just comment it and say oops, I can't spell today either. Right, check whether the users so this will check whether to display the default photo in the photos in the image slash default pic.jpg folder, in the image folder, the one I created, or whether to show the one they upload themselves. So we'll create a new query called check pic, which is going to equal MySQL query, and this time we're selecting the row profile pic from users where okay, that's a pretty standard query we've been doing a lot. So now the next thing we do is create a new variable called get pic row, and it equals MySQL fetch ASOC, and then it's just gonna check, it's gonna fetch the data from the query. So we just put the variable check pic in here, and we create another variable called profile pic db, which is just the variable. It's just a variable. It's just what I'm calling it because it's selecting data from the database. So equals get pic row profile pic. So now whatever is in the profile pic row in our database, so whatever this is going to be placed in the variable profile pic db. And then we just make a simple if statement that says if profile pic db equals empty, which is when these are blank, well, there's nothing in between them. It means if it's empty, then we're just going to display the default one. But if there is text in it, we're going to display their actual profile image that they uploaded themselves. So we're just going to say profile pic, which is a variable we're creating, obviously, and we're going to say image slash default pic.jpg, which is if we go to here, that's the default image I created earlier. So then we just need to say otherwise profile pic equals user data / profile pics. Sorry, and then we just append the variable profile pic row onto the end of that. So then we just come down. Oh wait. Or else we can just say echo invalid file. We can just say your file must be it just say your image must be no larger than 1 MB and it must be either a .jpg, .png or .gif. And then that's basically it. So we can just check this out now. Okay, undeclare undefined variable. What's this? So oh yeah, I just put in the wrong variable. It's profile pic db. So then I have a better way to check whether it actually worked. So in here we told it this is the image source, so we can just say echo profile pic, and we did a check earlier to check whether they have a photo or not. So if they don't, oh yeah, since we do have a photo, we are being echoed it. But the photo I uploaded is transparent with it. It's just white text and it's transparent. No, you can't see it. So I'll just upload another one just to prove it works. Search icon. So we'll upload this, and as you can see, now we have the search icon here. And if we go to profile, yeah. So we just need to go to our profile page. Yeah, we need to include the check we put up here. This one here. So we just copy this, and we go to profile, and we could just paste it in here. Okay, so we need to change this variable to username, and that's it. So now we just go down, where is it? Down here, and we just say the same as we did last time, echo profile pic, and refresh. Now we have that weird search icon. Well, it's not weird, it looks weird because it's like that. So we just upload, no, we won't see that. Okay, so we can just upload this photo I used earlier, and now it looks like we have the default photo, but we actually don't. Because I can prove it if we go into these folders. One of these is the one we upload. I can prove it by dragging it up to the address bar and releasing, and as you can see, instead of it being saved in image / default pic, it's actually saved in the directory it would be if we uploaded it. So that is definitely an uploaded image. Okay, so now the profile photo works. We need to make the post form work, which is quite simple. Right, so we just go out of here and we find the file sendpost.php, and we just copy this code, copy it, and we can just paste this on our page. So here we go, we just paste it in here. So added by user, that doesn't need to change. That is the variable of whoever's logged in, so that works fine regardless of what page we're on. This one we need to change to username, so it's posted by, so whoever's logged in, so whoever posts it is obviously the person that is logged in, and the username variable is who it's posted to. And if we go up here, we can see username equals MySQL reescape string get u, and u is the value of whatever is typed in here. So whatever is typed in after u equals is the variable of u, which is whoever's profile you want to send it to. Right, okay, that's fine. Let's just fix that. Undefined index post, it's simple. We just have to put the @ sign in front of it, and yeah, that should be it. Right, okay, so it still isn't going to work correctly because where is it? It's still trying to use the JavaScript method we used, our function we created earlier. So if we go out of that, or we delete that, create a form. The form action is obviously user name, which is the address, which is whoever's profile we are on, and we can just say /form to end it. Oops. Okay, and the method is going to be post. So that should be it. So I go just refresh the profile page. So this should, if you can see this, it's working correctly. So if I just go over and click post, let's just go up here. I'll just pause the video here and I'll find what the problem is. Okay, so I find the problem and it's quite simple to fix. So what the problem was this code needs to move above the profile pic check code. So that should be it sorted now. And if we just go back to the profile, and once again I just say this is a test post. Oops. And now we get it, and it says it was posted by Cinema, which is the username I'm logged in with. And it also works on other people's pages. So if I was to type in Francis is an actual person, even though I have nothing here, because as you can see earlier, if I just type in a username doesn't exist, we get redirected to the home page. So if I go to Francis and I type in hi, how's it going, I can post things on his page or on my page because they're both my accounts. Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And in the next video, I'm not quite sure, but we'll probably be allowing users to comment or something like that, because I know it was asked by me a long time ago. So, or not asked by me, someone asked me if I would do it. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you know anyone who might be interested, don't forget to please tell them, because I don't know, any subscriber or viewer helps. So that I mean, all these videos are free, so it doesn't cost anything. But whatever, it's up to you. I just be glad of any extra support or whatever, any help I can get with publicity or whatever. And don't forget to comment and subscribe, as I've said like 3 times now. And if you have a question or whatever, just comment or send me a message, because I look at them all and I answer any of them that are straight. I answer any of them really. So thanks and bye.